He wanted to give me the bucket first because he knew how much this meant to me and how much, all the things I've been through with this university, and haven't had the bucket in 4 years. So he knew what it would mean to me for him to hand it to me, and I knew that I wanted him to hand it to me. It's a really special moment. I love that man. So,
What did it mean?
It meant everything. I can't. It's the greatest feeling ever. Playing for this university and playing for the fans and the alumni and everything just has meant so much to me. And it's, I sit back and I look at, my career and it's, oh man, I don't even know what to say. I'm just so happy, and I'm so blessed to be in this position and with this great university, and it's awesome.
At what point did you?
What?
Glad you came back.
Yes, best decision I ever made.
At what point did Kurt's confidence rub off on you, and you think something like this was possible? A 10-week season was possible.
I think early on in spring ball and things like that, I knew that we had a special team, but I think it wasn't until we went to the Rose Bowl and took care of business at UCLA, I said, okay, we have a really, really special team. We're going to do really, really special things. And, you see it on the field, so I'm just really happy.
Did you feel style points mattered in this one? Was it like unsaid that you guys know you needed to not just win, but make a statement to the playoff committee?
I don't think that was our biggest concern. I think it was just, beating our rival and doing it handily, and I think we did that.
What does it mean, though? You understand the rivalry.
Yeah.
You got all these new guys here.
Yeah.
How quickly did they understand and how important it was to make a statement?
Yeah, I made it my goal and my job to educate all the the transfers and things like that on the rivalry. Some guys still didn't really understand it because they haven't lost Purdue and they haven't been through everything. So I think the guys did a great job, handling all that and obviously putting it out on the field.
How did it feel for the offense and the O-line to get back on track and play like you guys were playing earlier in the year?
Yeah, it feels great, and I think we really needed that. We came in this week of practice with a chip on our shoulder, and we knew that we had to prove something. And I'm just, Curtis got sacked in the first half, so that can't happen. But other than that, I think we ran the ball well and protected him in the second half.
When you said you educated the guys, was that this week mostly, or like throughout the time? Or what did you do? It's
been since I came back. I don't know how to word this to not. Greg was telling me that we don't like them, and I really made that known, and especially this week, Paycheck and Mark Deal and all those guys made it known. But there were some choice words said definitely to describe and kind of get them behind the rivalry, but I think we did that.
How would you describe it if Greg didn't tell you?
I don't know if I can say those things on camera.
Nearly 400,000 people came through the gate to Memorial Stadium this year. What's that mean to you? It's the most in program history.
Yeah, it means everything, especially, I always say being through this program with the ups and downs and finally breaking through and seeing the stands filled and seeing the towels waving, and it's an incredible feeling to me, and I'm just so thankful that I came back, and I just love this place so much.
Mike, how do you explain the joy of 66-0?
It is like the most happy I've been in a really long time. We haven't had the bucket in 4 years, so doing it in that fashion and getting it back, and the moment with Coach Deal, and I'm over the moon right now.
Coach Signetti kind of challenged you guys this week as seniors. I mean, he said to put an exclamation point on it, that you must do it. I mean, it doesn't seem like you would need to have that necessarily, but how much did you take that to heart and kind of take his challenge to heart a little bit?
Yeah, well, I knew after last season, thinking that the Purdue game was my last game, and I didn't want that feeling again as a senior, losing to Purdue. So, all the seniors took it, as a chip on our shoulder, and it's just I was really grateful to be out there with my family pregame for senior night and things like that. So it's just really cool.
A lot of unknown in these next coming weeks, whether or not you get to play here again. So if this is your last time playing Memorial Stadium, how is that going out with that?
Oh, going out with a bang, man. It's incredible. If that's how, my last game at Memorial Stadium is, you can't be happier with that.
Will you spend the next week worrying about the playoffs? Or, I mean, do you feel like you guys have done enough to say, not have to second guess or worry about that?
I mean, obviously, I think, and everyone in the program thinks we've done enough. So, I mean, putting it in the hands of the committee, I think what we've proven this season is that we're a playoff team, and I think the committee will see that as well.
Mike, a lot of seniors, a lot of guys who came in from outside Summit were here. Just your thoughts on their job to kind of come in, simulate, buy in, and create a culture that you guys wrote this entire season.
Yeah, it's incredible, and it's credit to them and all the, as you get older and as you mature in college, you kind of know what it takes to win. And so them coming from different programs, they know what it takes to win, and it's just about buying into the new culture and the traditions of the new school. So I think they all did a great job of that.
You've kind of talked about your emotions, but out there before the game for senior day, what were you thinking? Just kind of with your family? And
Yeah. Well, funny enough, I did it last year because I didn't think I was coming back. But this year meant a lot more to me because obviously the stands were more full than last year. So I don't know. It's an incredible thing to be out there with my family, and because they've been through all the ups and downs with me, and they know how much I've struggled, in my career, and now I'm reaping the benefits. So I'm just happy they could do that with me out there before the game.
2 years ago, Purdue clinched their division here. I'm sure you remember that. So what's it the feeling like to reverse? You didn't clinch. You probably clinched a playoff spot, I would think. But what's that kind of the contrast and feeling from then to now?
Yeah, it's crazy how much a difference 2 years can make. And when we were at the low of the lows and now we're at the high of the highs, it's an incredible feeling. And I'm just happy I stuck through everything, and now you see the result.
I don't want to look too far ahead. Obviously, a lot to unfold, but what do you think that this team has done for the future of Indiana football?
I think it's done so much, and I'm so happy I could be a part of it. But just this culture that Indiana football is now, and obviously difference from years past. But I'm just so happy for the fans and the alumni and people that are coming back for games and traveling for games, and it's all I've ever wanted. And I'm just so happy for the future of Indiana football.
About a year ago today.
Last one to Josh.
Coach Signetti got hired. 360, I think 6 days we had leap day this year. Later, did you ever think that it would be an 11-1 season?
Oh man, someone asked me that this past week, and I'm like, I really don't know. Obviously, me being with the last 3 seasons and those teams, this is something not a lot of people can say they're a part of 11-1 regular season. So I don't know. It's just I'm really happy.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you guys so much.